Yo, everyone, thank you for joining me. TGIF, I'm Peter A. DeLuca, AKAPAD, your host. That's right, this is AKAPAD's Audio Audacity podcast. This is where we talk about all things geek, and today, right now, right here, we're getting into the re-release of Avengers Endgame, because I really haven't even spoken that much about Avengers Endgame outside of my Brie Larson Captain Marvel commentary. Let's just hit that intro and jump into the action. Oh my god, it is Friday. What a weird week here in Philly. Relax. I'm going to take a little sippy sip of my iced coffee with Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Delight Creamer. It's so good. Oh, thank you. But yeah, so if you're new here, I'm Peter A. DeLuca. I am your host. I am your lover of everything geek. I am your commentator of nearly all of the world of geekdom. And look, along the way, we roll in some self-improvement advice. We are definitely rolling in life advice and life anecdotes. So overall, I just try and be a helpful dude. Now look, there's all kinds of ways to interact and follow me. If you search AKAPAD on Twitter, or even go into Google, I come right up. On Instagram, AKAPAD13. And if you're ever curious on my day-to-day, what my 9 to 5 kind of looks like, and just the miracle, the fantastic way that I bounce around Philadelphia throughout the week, you can follow that on Instagram and the Instagram stories at AKAPAD13. Yeah, and if you like Xbox and Halo, it's AKAPAD69. So let's get to it, boy. But no, look, I am out there. Searching AKAPAD should bring up all my social media within the Google, and you can always check out AKAPAD.com, because I'm a .comer. I put a lot of effort into my website only because, to me, all the social media and everything just indicates or hints and drafts what is on the website. And I'm also forgetting my Snappy Chat. Yep, Snapchat at AKAPAD. Current strategy for Snapchat is getting a little bit rethought, because I was doing one theme a day and I kind of burned out on that. It's tough to do one theme a day. But look, everyone. They're re-releasing Avengers Endgame with new footage. I don't know what's happening. The movie has not been out of theaters even to get a re-release. Now, since Avengers Endgame came out, we had Men in Black International, Godzilla King of Monsters, Aladdin, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Yeah, we've had a few movies come out. Big movies. Now, I've seen 3 of those 4 I just named, and I like all 3 of them. Where is the hate? Why is there so much hate for the Aladdin live action, the Aladdin remake? Because when it became clear that they were going to go through the entire catalog for animation, for the conversion, well, we'll call that the Great Conversion. There was like a level of excitement for 4 films: Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, and Little Mermaid. That is your 4-headed dragon of the Michael Eisner revival cell animation era. For Aladdin not to be almost like accepted, it's weird. It's weird because growing up, Aladdin was so powerful. To me and amongst my friends, Aladdin stood out more than all of them. Now, as years went on, Aladdin went from, like, in my view, 1 to 4 of those 4. I don't know. Is it really a sign of the times? Is it another social media hit job, another social media teardown? I have to agree. Because I saw it happen with Dark Phoenix, which is not a terrible or even bad movie. I don't understand. Every single motivation is explained in Dark Phoenix. Every power I will say. And every moment where there's risk, okay, where there's danger, is definitely set up with stakes. That's a good movie. Godzilla King of Monsters is a complete monster movie with explanations, more so than anything that they've explained with the Japan movies. And I've been watching some of those recently. They're tough to watch. They're hokey, and you have to accept them with a low bar. And I'm not saying they're not fun, but they don't explain and go into detail the way that some of these movies do. Shin Godzilla did it. I think the newer thread of these of the Japanese Godzilla thread will incorporate more like Shin Godzilla, but more of like kind of what we saw in the 2014 Godzilla. I don't know. I think between Pacific Rim and Godzilla, they explain the giant monster thing. They explain the cities getting destroyed. All of these things that we kind of took for granted watching the Japanese imports are not took for granted. It just didn't take seriously. We can now take, with those two franchises, we can take a lot of things seriously, and it's all understood and explained. So, look. We had some action since Avengers Endgame. And now it's coming back, or it's getting re-released, or another version's getting released with end credit sequences or whatever, like 1 or 2 end credit. I don't know. It comes out this week or next. I don't even care. I don't care because I feel like we've had 3 major good releases since then. Now, one of my long-running commentaries, has been, I'm sick of these adaptations. I'm sick of these iterations. Please provide the movie-going public with something new. We do not get that. We don't get that. No more. And I just really feel like people are numb to it. And I understand the studios not having the confidence to take chances anymore because the money is so tight. And there is a long running commentary on this podcast, but there is a butts and seats problem. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Now, economically overall, it 100%. It's 100%. Looks good, like every single year. It's like, oh, box office is up, record this, record that. And then like you kind of drill into some of it and it gets disturbing because keep in mind, look, you can manipulate a pot of money, but the mechanics around where that money comes from, okay, and some of it's situational. Negative trends can emerge, and it people always think destruction is going to happen overnight. No, destruction and a slippery slope and a downfall happen, especially with an industry as big as Hollywood. It takes a while. It just takes a while, everyone. We're there now, okay? These theaters cranked out their presentation, meaning bigger screens, reserved seating, and less seating per screen. But the ticket pricing didn't compensate for the seats that were being removed. Now that's one. Now, and the other factor is that there's less and less exciting product. Red Letter Media recently said, and I wholeheartedly agree, that Avengers Endgame it could be the last giant big blockbuster movie. It could be like the end of this era. The era that kind of is attributed to Jaws. Maybe like there's a little bit the Jaws, Star Wars, the Superman movie. Like they're all the Flash Gordon. Just joking. Flash Gordon. The same Jones Flash Gordon is the birth of the blockbuster era. Excuse me, I'm just adjusting my microphone. But yeah, so like, what are we doing? What do we have? Okay, like these are a lot of things we have to question when we analyze and go into the state of the blockbuster, because it just doesn't look healthy from my perspective. I would say even from like an enthusiasm standpoint, it just seems sour. Now, you know what people get excited for? They get excited for what's happening on Netflix. Something new streaming on Netflix. Everyone's all about it. Everyone's all about it. Okay. And Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston movie just got hit with 31 million accounts. He did this movie called Murder Mystery, part of his Netflix deal. 31 accounts streamed that movie. 31 million. Now, if we if we did the math for that, like I don't know, like let's just see, 31 million times, we'll just say 11. Okay. So if that Adam Sandler movie, I don't know why. I could have just figured this out. I don't know why I just typed that. Okay. Look. That would have been a $341 million movie. $300 million movie. That Adam Sandler movie will have been the biggest movie. Okay? But Netflix has it, and people get excited about that. So, like, that's the point I'm getting at. When we look at the streaming numbers and we divide that into average price of the movie ticket, it gets disturbing. Again, Bird Box kind of crystallized this for me. So we have Avengers Endgame, and Marvel is just, for whatever reason, gunning for Avatar, or they're allowing it to take apart the conversation. See, Marvel Studios should say no. Like, we realize that there's still a need, there's still a demand for this movie, and we want to bring people back with something special. We want to bring people back with something special. Why isn't this a part of Marvel's messaging when it comes to the re-release or the continuation release of Avengers Endgame? You can't call it a re-release. Okay, anyone that calls it a re-release, even me, slap me. Okay, it's still in theaters. They've special editionized another version of the movie without disrupting the footage. I originally thought that they were going to release a Avengers Endgame uncut into theaters with additional end credit sequences that would maybe fold into post Spider-Man Far From Home. I thought they had a plan of action. It seems like they don't, and this is one of the disturbing aspects when it comes to the future of the MCU. Where is the POA? Where's the plan of action? Where is the action? Because I'm dealing with zero excitement. All the shows already did their reviews of Spider-Man Far From Home. They're calling it better than Endgame. That's a show. Any reviewer that says that you read, show. Move it on. You direct that person to AKAPAD's Audio Audacity, and we will set that show straight. We will sit down and talk to that show. Overall, the studios are reacting from a corruption within the film review market. And so the studios have a level of control, and they know what they can do, and they know what they can get away with. And are some of these studios at war? Some of these studios combative over the shows? Yes, because not all the shills care about Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't get views, doesn't get clicks, but Avengers, Marvel does. The Star Wars does. Okay, that Star Wars thing. That's what get the clicks. Okay, Star Wars controversy drives clicks and views for new media. It doesn't help the content much, though. It doesn't help Star Wars much. It helps the people talking about it. I'm just seeing it. I'm seeing like the writing on the wall. It's not looking great. It's looking a little depressing, and I don't know what the next move is. We're deep into summer, and I've seen only one summer movie. And the only other movie I'm somewhat looking forward to is Hobbs and Shaw, cause that just seems like testosterone overload, and I think that's going to be huge. I really do. I think that movie's going to be gigantic. And then, like, what do we have after that? Like, coming? I don't even know. I looked through Fandango the other day. I couldn't find anything for like the next few weeks. I'm just like, what is happening? I never seen this before, ever. Even when I was taking myself out of the game. When I wasn't reading comics, not going to the movies, not watching movies, but just pretty much like working on myself endlessly for years. Even during that time, I would pop in and monitor things and at least track stuff. Because I still had interest in it. I never, even during that, there was never not an upcoming movie that I wasn't eager to see to some capacity. Okay, that's just gone right now. So, Avengers Endgame continuation release, special edition continuation, whatever we're calling it. I really feel like we're going to look back and we're going to see this as what it is. Okay, and unless Avatar really brings something back, like brings back the attitude of new things and original ideas, and I'll say this, so the Marvel movies and the some of the Star Wars stuff at least got the idea out that you can find people, give them opportunities, and they can do amazing things with those opportunities. Like Russo brothers and even Rian Johnson, because he did make a complete movie with Last Jedi. People hate it. It's tough to watch. It really is. I think Captain Hardo is a horrific character. Like, not even a set up or established, just walks on screen and boom, believe it or go with it. People were barely accepting Rey for a very similar reason, but at least they set up Rey. They didn't do that with Hardo. But look, everyone. I don't know what to tell you about Endgame. I think I've said it all. It's a sign of the coming days. Avengers Endgame is the end of days when it comes to cinema. So enjoy it. Invest in a giant television with a great sound bar, and hit and subscribe to every single streaming service you can. How about that? This is Peter A. DeLuca, Audio Audacity, episode 205. Signing out. I love you.